Hi everybody, and welcome to a kind of different video for this channel, actually. I thought I'd film a vlog because, A, lots of people I know are filming vlogs and I love watching them. I love that shit. And B, because since going full-time self-employed as a voice actor slash streamer slash YouTuber, I've been getting a lot more questions. People tend to ask, they're interested, they want to know how it works, what's involved, how do I get into it, all that jazz. So I figured this was just a nice way to give a little bit of insight. So I'm currently just sat at my desk trying to get myself organised. I would say for the week, but it's already Wednesday. So should I have done this on Monday? Probably. But I'm here anyway, getting myself organised. I do have a diary. I have like a week diary that really helps. I find if I don't fill this out on a Monday or a Wednesday, that I do really struggle. I get days where I have so many things I could do that I don't know what to do first. So I've definitely found trying to get into some kind of routine is really important. I'm not there yet. I've only been self-employed for like a month or so, but I'm getting there, I think.
Our bodies in arms of time, an unintended design, freed from the rod of demise, an unintended design. If you hold me, I might stay.
So that's diary up to date. I vaguely know what I'm doing for the rest of the week and I feel a lot better. The other thing I always have on my desk, other than my diary, is just like a plain notepad and a pen, because I don't know about you guys, but inspiration for things and ideas will pop up just completely out of nowhere. And sometimes at like really awkward times when you're in the middle of editing or doing something else. And if I don't write something down then and there, just poof, it's gone. See ya, never to be seen again. So if I don't write it down, it's not happening. And that is one of the best bits of advice I've ever been given, is to just always have pen and paper nearby. One last thing that is absolutely essential on days like today, when I'm just doing some life admin, accounts, all that other bollocks that comes with being self-employed, is many, many cups of tea. There are lots of different types of tea that are supposed to be better for looking after your throat and your vocal cords rather than normal tea. The main reason normal tea isn't ideal is because you put milk in there, and dairy and sugar are kind of no-goes when you're doing a recording session because they make your mouth quite sticky. So you'll get lots of like noises when you're talking, and nobody wants that. So I tend to have a little bit of milk and it is skimmed, so it doesn't have a huge effect on me. I'll also just avoid it if I know I've got like a recording session coming up. But I've just never been able to give up normal tea. I just love it too much. I do want to try chamomile tea with some honey. Never been a huge fan, but apparently drinking it fresh is much nicer. So I'm growing some down the allotment, and I'm going to see if I like that any better. So I will try it. But really the single most important thing you can do is to stay super hydrated. I kind of get through maybe 2 or 3 of these a day. Just water, squash, whatever takes my fancy. And it's the only thing that I found that will help keep your throat clear, keep your mouth clean, ready for recording. So yeah, stay super hydrated. There's lots of tips and tricks. Eating an apple is supposed to help, but I've never found anything that's as good as just drinking lots of water. So it's Thursday morning. I'm quite tired. I've let myself have a bit of a lazy morning this morning. Had breakfast in the garden because A, it was a beautiful day, and B, part of the reason I was really looking forward to going self-employed was so that I could make the most of the weather and the seasons and that kind of thing. I just felt like I was missing out so much when I was in an office, being stuck indoors all the time. So that was lovely. But I don't want to get too lazy, so I'm straight back up in the studio to do some work. Got an audition to do. It's a busy day today, actually. Got a little bit of work to do this morning. I'm going to let my voice warm up a bit, do some exercises in a minute, some crazy exercises. I might show you those if you're lucky. An audition to do, and then I'm streaming this afternoon, and then I'm meeting up with somebody, with a friend who I've never met in real life, but I know them through streaming. It's another streamer. So I'm actually really excited about that. I think what I've realised is networking for anything, whether it be voiceover, streaming, networking in the right way is such a big thing to help you grow. I think I realised that, even voiceover, I think I realised that that was true until I started streaming. And just connecting with other streamers, I've met some such lovely people, and it's really helped my channel grow. And I'm now putting that into everything else that I'm doing. I'm kind of trying to connect with people and just network a bit, build relationships, either with clients or with other voice actors. And yeah, always seems to do a lot of good. So I'm going to go and do my exercises, and let's get the day started. So now my voice is all nice and warmed up after some exercises that make me look a little bit like a crazy person. I've been drinking all morning, so I'm nice and hydrated, and I'm ready to record. I'm just in the booth now. Ooh, booth. So this is very much a work in progress at the moment. I get a good sound from it, but I just want to keep improving it as much as I can. So we've got a double layer curtain here, which is made out of like packing blankets. It's a really good acoustic material if ever you want to do some DIY stuff yourself. Homemade acoustic panels. We've got one on the ceiling, some behind the monitor, some behind the microphone, and that's packed with rock wool. The monitor isn't great to have in here because it can cause reflections on the voice, but I also have this SE space filter behind the microphone, which does help with that as well. So I'm just going to keep tweaking, like even the smallest tweak to your position on the microphone can make a big difference. So yeah, it's always a work in progress. So I'm set up and ready to go. I've got Adobe Audition open on here and the script. So yeah, let's give it a go. Wish me luck. Looking a little bit more put together now. Had a shower, so I'm not gross. Put a bit of makeup on for stream. I'm gonna start streaming in a minute. I'm streaming a bit earlier today. I normally stream at 2 till 5. But because I'm meeting up with one of the other girls in my community, she's coming up from Dover, and I've never met her before in real life, so that's really exciting. So I'm gonna finish a bit earlier. So we're gonna start in a minute. So I'm gonna update my stream info here. Get us a game going. I think we're playing Breath of the Wild at the moment. And go and dive into some fun. World activated. It's got wrecked.
Mirror.
Yes, Squidge. What timing? Uh-oh. Is this one of those things that's gonna absolutely have my ass? Yeah, shit. Oh god. No, wait, I don't like it. Stop, shatter it. I don't want it coming through. That was a crotch shot. I just arrowed him right in the penis. So today would have been a stream day, but the neighbours are having some work done and it's really loud and it's been going on all day. So I thought rather than battle the noise, I would just skip this afternoon, which I'm a bit gutted about. I do love streaming, but I am resolved not to waste the afternoon. I'm going to take the opportunity to work on my next YouTube video. Haven't done one in quite a while, so it's probably not a bad thing that I've got the time to make some progress. I make these like ambient soundscape videos that are based on a particular video game. I've never really seen much like that on YouTube before, so I liked the idea of taking two things that I really liked, which are like ambient soundscape ASMR things and games, and kind of smushing them together. The last one I did was based on BioShock, which is one of my favourite games, and that one did quite well actually, so I'm excited to get another one uploaded. This one is based on Portal. I'd never actually played either of the Portal games until really recently, which is daft, I know. I'm not quite sure how I managed to avoid them, to be honest. But I streamed them about a month ago. They were amazing. I absolutely fell in love with them, so I'm quite excited to be doing a video on those. So I've already got the game footage I need. I've recorded that already. I just use XSplit Broadcaster to record game footage, which is what I use to stream. So I know it, it's easy to use. So I've got a little bit of the intro and then just a few different, I think I've got like 3 or 4 different test chambers, and I'm gonna just kind of fade in and out of those. So there's a bit of variety. It's not much about what you see on the screen, it's more about what you're listening to. I think it's nice to just kind of switch it up a little bit. So what I'm doing today is just working on the actual soundscape itself. So I use audio from the games where I can, just to make it really authentic. You do get a few copyright issues sometimes, but only in that I've never had like a take this down, you're being illegal. But sort of like monetizing them can be a bit iffy, but that's okay. I'd rather have it as sounding as good as it can, rather than try and get around it and make money. So for this one, I've got the turret sounds because they're my absolute favourite. I love those. Hello. And I've got some GLaDOS sounds that I'm going to kind of a bit quieter than she is normally. I'm going to put those through, I think. And so really the main thing I need to do is kind of create that drony mechanical kind of background sound that you get in the test chambers. So I've got a few ideas. I'm going to have a go at using my voice a little bit as well, and we'll see what we can come up with. So back to the booth again. I'm going to have a go at some sort of breathy sounds, and then I'm going to play around with that in Audition to see what we get. I kind of just want this like low drony sound. I'm not quite sure how I'm going to get there yet, but we're going to have a bit of an experiment. Okay, so I recorded a few different breaths and like hums and things. I took one that was quite a deep one that I liked, and I've played around with it a bit. We've put some reverb on there, changed the pitch, and slowed it down a little bit. And this is the end result. So it sounds really cool. It's going to add some bass to that whole kind of chamber sound. This is the main session I'm working on. So I've got, as you can see, quite a lot of different layers on here. These are the little turret sounds. I've got some kind of metal clangs. Sounds like someone walking up metal stairs, just to add a bit of interest. These are kind of the odd gun noises I've got here and there. And so it's just kind of adding to the overall effect. So this is the bass track I've just added in. So let's see how it sounds all together at the moment. Oh yes, I quite like that. So I'm going to keep playing with this until I'm really, really happy with it, and then we'll add it to the video. And that is basically me for the week. Have I been as productive as I'd have liked? Maybe not, but it has been hot as balls outside. The sun has been shining. I've met up with some friends, seen some lovely people, had some good streams. So I feel like I've made the most of it, at least. There's always next week for productivity. So I'm going to say goodbye here and crack on with my YouTube video, which hopefully will be live by the time you're watching this, fingers crossed. In the meantime, look after yourselves, and I'll see you next time.